now that you're all high, we're going to take you down and let you relax into the meditation. All right.
What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Our actions and states of mind matter because we are so deeply interconnected with one another. Whenever something doesn't work out the way you thought it would, see it as something that went unexpectedly well, but for reasons not yet apparent. The universe always, always supports and conspires in and for your highest good. Everything plays to your advantage. You are one with the universe. During our silent meditation, I invite you to contemplate this thought. I am one with the universe. I am one with the universe. On this day, on this day of beautiful May, let us know and remember always the presence of God, always here to stay. beyond these walls is a global connection, a community held together and connected to each other, gently, sweetly, always coming from a place of love and understanding and gentle vibrations. And all is well, no matter what. And so I give thanks for knowing that everything unfolds perfectly today during our Sunday service, receiving the wisdom from Reverend Dr. Suzette, enjoying the beautiful music of our musicians, Cahill and Delene, for being able to share with each other heart vibrations which naturally occur when we are here together and we understand and know quite well that our prayers and thoughts go out to the world and to those who are online with us. We're all one. That's all that is important that you need to know. We are one. And so I invite you to continue holding this thought in your heart. I am one with the universe. And so today we give thanks for this beautiful service unfolding perfectly. And together we say,
and so it is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Cahill and Delene. Let's give them a big hand.
You can tell you've been in show business. Wait a minute, before we start.
It's called the vamp. You can talk over it.
You might be doing that for a long time, honey. Well, anyway, this is a song that you know. This is called Lean on Me, and this kind of goes with Reverend Suzette's talk about when we doubt our faith. So Lean on Me, this could be talking about a friend or that friend up there. You know the lyrics.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I had things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those of your needs that you can let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean
I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand.
And we all need somebody
To lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand.
We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Call me if you ever need a friend. Call me, call me if you need a friend. If you ever need a friend, you can call me. Call me. Call me. We're in the spirit now.
We are in the spirit now. Look out. Look out. Well, before we get started, I want to say, Dee Dee, that is the best picture I've ever seen of you. Ah, that's a great picture. Well, how about if we bring everybody on board and let's turn around, stand up, turn around, and say hello to everyone. Hey. Hi, everybody. We love you. Glad you're here. Judy, yeah, Judy too. Candace, here's Candace. Look at that. We got all ya. Yay. Glad you're here. All right. I got to put this in the right place because if I don't lock it, you know what it does? I erase something. Okay, it might be important. Might be important. Let's see. Okay. How is everybody? Great. Oh, I like that. I like that. Well, today's a special day because we're going to continue to talk about doubt. Oh, boy. But not in the personal sense, not the one-to-one. Maybe it may be personal, but more in the community sense. And I'll get into that because I'll go through a series of different things. But it's realizing that we are what I would call shared humanity. There's a lot of things that we think about that we think we're just by ourselves. Today's not like that. Today is about learning that community is important and special. Hi, by the way. How are you? So, I have some different authors here today that I don't really know who they are, but they're great quotes. So we're going to go from there. I know. Doubt is not a sign of weakness. It's often the doorway to deeper understanding. I talked about that 2 weeks ago. When we allow ourselves to share our questions, our fears, and uncertainties with one another, we discover that we were never meant to carry life's burden alone. In the presence of compassionate community, even doubt can become sacred. And every time I read this, I think about when I had a very difficult conversation with somebody a long time ago. And it was so difficult in the beginning that they wouldn't talk to me as their minister. And I just sat with that. I thought, I don't need to force this. I don't need to make this happen. I need to just say I'm here. I'm here for you, with you, even though we're on two different aisles of the lane, you know, we're different places. And about 3 weeks after all that happened, it came together. And I asked the question I asked was, let me tell you what my fears are. That was the first thing. Let me tell you my fears. And then see how you feel about it. So I told him my fears. And I said, now you tell me yours. Guess what? They were the same.
Wow.
And so we put this onus on that people don't understand us, and the truth is we all want the same thing. It also reminds me of when back in 2000, I went to Europe. And, it's a different world when you're overseas. I mean, really overseas, and you're not close to home. And I'm up in, I think, the 3rd floor, and it's where the windows are open. They don't have screens on the windows there, right? So you look down, and I look down, and these children are laughing, they're crying, or they're having a great time, and they're chasing each other and doing tag and all this stuff, and it starts to rain. And when it starts to rain, they start laughing louder. And I'm like, oh, this is great. They're just like us. And then pretty soon, because they get wet, they take their clothes off. Okay? And then I see moms coming out screaming, put your clothes back on. But what I got is that we're the same. At that moment, I realized there was no difference. There was just this ocean between us. We all want the same thing. We all do in some way. We just have a different way of coming at it. So doubt, I want you to really get this, is not a sign of weakness. It's not a weakness. It's an opening. I talked about that the first week. It's really an opening for us to look at things. The thing is, we have to stop hiding our doubts and instead let them become the doorway to our curiosity. Why are we here? Open up to the compassion. When this individual didn't want to talk to me, I had to become compassionate. I had to allow whatever wisdom might come through me to just be there. I couldn't tell them that this is the way it had to be. Didn't work that way anymore. And I had to believe in my own faith that Spirit was guiding me. Because that was hard. Has anybody had that experience where they couldn't get along with somebody and had to talk to them? They had to move forward? See, the thing is, our shared uncertainty, because it's not a weakness, it's really what connects us very deeply. It's that opening that we have. It's the opening to say, okay, tell me more. Discover to me what is that I don't know. And pretty soon we're going, oh, God, we're on the same page. This is really good. So last time I covered, when I was here, I spoke about some questions. And so I'm just going to show them to you again, because we're going to go from the individual out into the community today. And these are the questions that we all ask ourselves. Am I enough? Is this path still right for me? Science of mind is not an easy path, right? No, because you really got to understand where you're going with this. You need to understand how do you use this. Can healing really happen? Will humanity ever learn? Yeah, that's a big one, right? Is spiritual truth guiding all of this? The thing is, we have to be honest with ourselves and to realize that we don't carry our doubts alone. Now, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on or who you date or who you are married to or any of that stuff. I care about your soul. What is your soul saying? And where are we going to go with that? How can we, that's the reason why this is the one thing I preach here, and that is that we are community. We are community, we care about each other, and we help each other. And I can't tell you how many times we do that, and we do it consciously and unconsciously. In other words, it's become a part of who we are inside, which is different, can be different. See, there's out in the world, now we're going to move a little bit out into the world, there's what I call an aching movement right now. People are aching. They're like, and I hear it all the time on the radio, everybody's blah, blah, blah. And it's in politics, environmental. economic fears, loneliness, and uncertain about the future. But the biggest awakening here isn't all of that. The biggest awakening, and I kind of start to see it now, is that we're starting to realize that we're not alone. Our doubts are not just mine. Now, I'm not saying this because I want to change your mind about anything, except that you're not alone. You're not alone, period. Howard Thurman says this. He says, there is a fellowship of suffering as well as a community of sufferers. And then Rachel Naomi Remen, there are moments when faith grows thin and questions become heavy. Yet it's often in those very moments we sit honestly with one another and speak truthfully about our fears that healing begins. Healing begins. We discover that community itself can become a form of prayer. I love that. Community can become a form of prayer. Naomi is the author of Kitchen Table Wisdom. So I would write that name down. It might be a good book to get. So I'm going to give you a story. I might have given this story before, but I'll tell a little bit more. How many years ago was this? A long time ago. And maybe, I think everybody here has done something like this. So what I talk about isn't something new, but when I was at Pacific Church, by the way, there's a notification there that there's a 40-year anniversary for anybody who was at Pacific Church and would like to go to it. It's the end of the month on Saturday. Anyway, and they're charging, so I already paid my way, so you might want to go. Anyway, I'll be seeing people I haven't seen in a long time. Anyway, it was during that time that Reverend Kathy Hearn was down in Mission Valley. And Sandy Scott, you remember Sandy Scott? Sandy Scott was, I think, in ministerial school, if I remember right. But she led this group, and she just called it a healing group. She didn't call it anything else. And so once a week, all of us that were having trouble would show up. You know, all of us that our hearts were broken, or we were alone, or whatever, our woes, we would all show up. And so we would show up in a room about this size, and between 30 to 50 people would show up. You paid your $5, she made you charge you, and you sat on the floor. So we all sat on the floor, so we were all equal. Well, it was kind of cool. Anyway, and the other cool part is that Sandy just started it. She didn't speak the whole time, which was probably good. Anyway, I won't go there. I love Sandy Scott. She's a very interesting person. Anyway, so in this circle, you could talk for 1 minute, only 1 minute, and you had a talking stick. It was a talking stick. So I guess talking stick, right? But without the mic. And so, but you couldn't say anything after that. You had to be quiet. So it wasn't your minute, it was that person's minute. And so as the stick moved around, I heard lots of people say lots of different things. And most of it, probably all of it, resonated with me at the time. It was, I was really hurt and broken, all that stuff. And then one person said, I'm struggling with my faith right now. Now you got to remember, nobody's supposed to talk. But two people spoke up, and just out of a natural way of doing it, said, me too. I thought I was the only one. Now, what happened next was really sacred in a way, because the room got really quiet. Got really, really quiet. And what happened is that nobody in that room tried to fix that statement. They just sat with it. Sat with, I'm questioning my faith. Faith in God, the divine, whatever belief system they had. Nobody tried to do an affirmation to bypass it, try to fix it. And nobody pretended that it was for certain, that it was true. We all just sat in silence. And then when the talking stick went to the next person, what happened is the next person got more real. They really started to tell the truth. They stopped this surface talk. And we've all been in places like that. When you're in my class, I'm the worst because I tell you the truth and then you got to go there. You know, I don't let you just sit there in your hat. I have you go to where you need to go so that you can reveal that which you need to know about yourself and not be afraid of it. Because we become afraid of our doubts. We let them, control us. Anyway, as the stick continued to go around and people were more and more honest about their feelings, I watched something emerge. And you got to remember, I'm in there too, and I'm trying to heal my stuff. But what I saw we all became compassionate with each other. We all started to connect with what each other was saying. And the other thing that happened in the room was we all started to relax. We started to become peaceful because we got to say our truth. We got to say what was going on. I tended the circle for a long, long time. Not necessarily because I needed to fix myself, but because I appreciated what everybody went through and I could relate to them and I could love them just by doing that. And that's all that had to happen. It wasn't about me fixing them or after the class running up and saying, hey, I got an idea for you. It was more about let's just, embrace each other. And if I recall, there were quite a few of us in that class or that situation at the time. And we ended up doing breath circles or breathing things together. I think we went up to, with Big Bear and did something up there. We became a pretty tight group. And we trusted each other. So if one was having a hard day when we came on a Sunday, we just hung out with them. Didn't judge it, just kind of said, okay, well, I'm here for you, whatever that looks like. I put down, you just being heard and surrounded by like-minded individuals that wanted to heal meant a lot. That was really the bottom line. Pema Chodron says this. I love this. She says, the spiritual journey is not about arriving at certainty. It is about learning to walk together through mystery, trusting that even when we cannot clearly see the path ahead, love, compassion, and shared humanity will guide us forward. Doubt is a human experience. The truth is, doubt is deeply human. Even the most spiritual, grounded people experience moments of questioning. That's not in there, but here's who she's talking about. Moses doubted. Buddha questioned. Jesus cried out from the cross. And mystics throughout history entered what we call now the dark night of the soul. So you're not alone. You're not alone. The truth is, doubt is evidence that we're growing. I kind of feel like I'm pounding this in you. I want you to trust yourself. Trust what's going on. You know it. You hear it. Don't worry about it. Just say, I trust me, and move forward. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, spiritual experience is deep, calm, and self-assertive. It is the result of actually realizing that the presence which binds all together in one is the complete whole. Perfect, whole, and complete right there and then, even though it doesn't feel that way. Now, I want to go back to this, the prior quote, because I want to talk a little bit about the mystery. And it's not anything I've written down. How many people are comfortable in the mystery? Okay, good. I made it a part of my own work to become comfortable in the mystery. And what that means is doing nothing and being still. Come on. Being still in the mystery in your uncomfortableness. Just let her come in. And being uncomfortable in the mystery is okay. Do you know what I mean? It's really important that you figure that out. And even if it's only a minute. Victoria, can you help him? Thank you. Thank you. So being comfortable in that stillness is okay. Okay, let's wait. We're in the minute right now. I'm in the mystery. I'm in the mystery. Uncertainty, yeah. Hi. Come on in. Thank you for being here. You're welcome. So if you can do it for a minute, all right, then go try and solve it, all right? But then go to 2, then go to 5, then go to a half a day, then go to a day. Expand your capability of being in the mystery for a long period of time. Because when you really get comfortable with it, there becomes a knowingness inside of you that says, you know, it's going to be okay. It's going to work out, right? You're going to be all right. Spirit is out there guiding and directing whatever it is that needs to happen. And I have to tell you, sometimes it doesn't make sense. So I want you to think about that a little bit. And that wasn't something I was going to talk about, but I love the word mystery. And we have to trust, even though we can't see the results. Getting back to doubt. There's a gift hidden inside doubt. Is that the word doubt? I have an echo going on. I have a doubt is actually a sacred word because it is the refusal, I said this earlier, of your soul to settle with what you've heard. It's about you opening up for transformation. It's opening you up for what's the next thing in front of me. That's why the mystery and the transformation, you have to trust in that. There's a process. And I don't know, I have really learned to just sit with things. And it took me a long time to do this, but once I learned to sit with it, I learned to move into listening to that still small voice of what's the next thing for me to do. See, the thing is, doubt causes us to reflect. It causes us to seek. It causes us to look at our old beliefs. It causes us to be, to have some humility. But it opens the door of curiosity, and curiosity is holy. Because what that means is there's more truth to be revealed. Curiosity means there's more to be revealed. How many here are artists of any sort? Come on, almost everybody here is.
What's the question?
If you're an artist of any sort.
Everybody.
Artist, everybody is.
I just make stick people. I create my life.
Okay, good. So, what was that? I missed it.
She missed what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I confuse you? Confuse you? If you're an artist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or if you're trying to, let's say, drive somewhere, you're an artist in the sense of how do I get there? And right now we've become very, very reliant on GPS, right?
Oh, yeah.
So reliant. I don't even know how we got to where we went before. But where was I going? I was going somewhere. And it told me to go this way. And I went, but I don't want to go that way. That's the long way. I know that. It doesn't know that. So I go another way. And what does it do? It shifts with me. Right. Then it tells me, well, go that way. I'm like, no, I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Because I know it's a shorter way. So it's like the mystery, you know, you have to kind of go with the flow, but also trust yourself. Trust that you're going to get there the right way. Things are going to work out, even though it doesn't look like it. Ernest Holmes, one of the things that this whole year's theme is being open at the top. Being open at the top. Do you know what that means? Anybody? You can talk to me here today. Being willing. Uh-huh. Here's what he thinks it means, and I think it's a combination of many things. He says we're not gullible. When we hear something, we look at it, we think about it, we discern it, and then we move forward. We're not spiritually weak. I don't think anybody in here is spiritually weak. I think you're here because you want to be even more spiritually aware so that you can be in the mystery and not be afraid of it. So that's one part. Open the top means you're open. You're open to ideas, thoughts. You're open to a greater understanding, just like the person I talked about in the beginning. I had to be open. I had to be in the mystery for 3 weeks for that, to unfold and know that it was going to be okay. We're open to growth. Anybody here not open to growth? You're not here if you're not open to growth. You're here because you want to figure this out. And you're open to revelations, and really what that means is the awareness of it. There's a lot in this. How much time do I have? Okay, a little more. And there's lots of different sections in this. And I was trying to go, should I go that far? But there's something called a collective doubt. You can imagine what that is, right? Yeah. Where communities are uncertain together. And I think that's a lot of that's happening right now. Because, and when I say these next things, it's not, I don't mean to be political here, because I don't do that here. But a lot of people are saying, can democracy survive? I'm going to tell you yes. The answer is yes. I don't care what anybody says. The answer is yes. That's who we are. Can humanity become more compassionate? I think so. But I also think what we're going through in out there in the big life is causing us to come together more. Churches are actually starting to grow again because people are saying, I need my community. Will technology help us or harm us? It's a great question, right?
And the answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Thank you.
Both ways, both ways. And is there still hope for unity? And my answer is yes. There is. That's where spiritual communities like ours are essential. And I want you to see this because I think it's important. You know, I talk about you all the time, but I really do talk about you when I'm out in the field because I want people to understand who you are and what we do here. So here's what I think is important. Spiritual communities are essential because, not because we provide perfect answers. We don't. We look at it all different directions. But because we provide sacred space where people can ask honest questions without shame. Critical. A healthy spiritual community is not one where everyone pretends certainty. I'm the first one, right, Mama, to tell you that I make mistakes. See, she shakes her head, yeah. I make mistakes. I do it on purpose. No, I don't. But I sure take ownership of it, right? And it's where people can courageously explore truth together. To me, that's just the most important part of it. And then he goes into race suggestion, and I'm going to skip all of that because I think you already know it. The only thing I do want to say is that what's most important about all of this is our own individual healing. We all have to do our own work. It means we choose compassion instead of hatred. Compassion instead of hatred. We choose possibilities instead of despair. And we pause before reacting. How many people do that one? 1, 2.
I'm getting better at it.
So that's the big, I should have put that one in bold letters then, is to pause before reaction. I am learning how to pause and not use my smart mouth. And the last part is we're here to contribute to the healing of the collective consciousness. See, every time any of us do this, we make that little shift. We go, I'll think about that. Or let me wait till I need to contemplate that. We just are, let me be compassionate for that person that's on the street that chooses sometimes to be there. We are changing the collective consciousness of everything around us. So today we're actually going to do a spiritual practice. And so we're going to do a meditation. And I'm going to let you go through your own stuff. And it'll be your own stuff, and it'll move back into community. So it's a very safe thing, and we're going to play this while you're doing it. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And the title of the meditation is Carrying Our Doubt Together. So I'd like you to take a deep breath in and gently just let it go. One more time, take a deep breath in and then let it go. Now when you take a breath in, I want you to breathe in peace. Just breathe in peace. And then breathe out anything that no longer serves you right now. Anything that you're carrying. How this is going to end. When she's going to be quiet. How I feel. Allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaws. Take your hands and maybe shake them and put them on your lap. Simply be here. Here, right now. There's nowhere else you need to be. Just be present in this moment. So as we gather here together in what I would consider a sacred community, I want you to acknowledge something very human and very deep. There are moments when we all experience uncertainty. There are moments when we question things, when life feels unclear, when the future feels uncertain. The future feels uncertain. And so right at this moment, don't push that away. Just know it's there. And just be honest with yourself. Because doubt does not make us broken. Doubt makes us human. And maybe even more importantly, as we begin to realize that we're not alone in this, it makes it a little bit easier. So take another breath. Let it go. And I want you to feel the presence of the people in this room. Every person here carries a question. Every person here has experienced fear, uncertainty, hesitation, or concern. Every person here has said to themselves and questioned, am I enough? Will this thing work out? Is this mine to do? Is there spirit in all of this? And yet, here we are together. Still breathing, still growing, still seeking, and still showing up for our lives. And now imagine that all around you is a gentle field of light. Not a harsh light. A soft, compassionate, understanding presence. This presence does not demand certainty from you. It does not shame your questions. It does not require perfection. Instead, it whispers, you are loved here. You are guided even now. You do not have to carry everything alone. And so take a slow breath in. And as you exhale, imagine releasing the pressures that you have to all these different answers. Just let it go. Let the pressure soften. You do not need to solve your entire life in this moment. You do not need to force this. You are allowed to be present with this mystery. And now gently bring your awareness to one area of your life where uncertainty may be present. Maybe it's a personal question. Maybe it's a relationship, a decision, a concern about the world, or perhaps simply a quiet inner wondering of what's next. There's no need to analyze here. Just simply notice. And instead of resisting it, breathe compassion into that question. Imagine holding that uncertainty, certainly, gently in your hands. Not to fix it, not to push it away, simply allowing it to exist within the larger presence of love. And now imagine this light around you expands beyond you. It fills the room. It touches every person here. Every person carrying a silent concern. Every person carrying a private fear. Every person trying to be strong. And every person longing for peace. And recognize this beautiful truth. We belong to one another. We heal together. We awaken together. We grow together. And so in the silence of this moment, perhaps we begin to understand our shared humanity is more powerful than our fears. Our shared compassion is greater than our isolation. And the presence of Spirit is already moving through all of it. Even now. Especially now. So take another deep breath. Imagine you're breathing in trust. Not certainty. Trust. Trust in the unfolding. Trust in your wisdom. Trust in the presence that has carried you through every season of your life. The same presence that breathes the stars that exist right now is breathing through you. So within yourself, in your own mind, repeat these words. I do not walk alone. I am supported by life. I allow my questions to become doorways to wisdom. I release the need to force certainty. I trust the deeper unfolding of Spirit. Together we carry hope. Together we awaken. And now simply rest in the stillness. And I'll bring you out in a few moments. So gently now, remember one thing. You are not alone. You're wise, you're compassionate, and you are love. And I invite you to begin returning your awareness to this moment, feeling your feet on the floor, feeling the chair that supports you, and bring your awareness back to this sacred gathering. And know that you have all the answers. Everything is coming to you as needed. Have faith and continue to love. And allow whatever healing needs to happen to begin now. And know that you are perfect, whole, and complete in this given moment. And realize that we're carrying this journey together. We're not alone. We are here together. You can open your eyes when you're ready. I have more to say. So I'm going to quote Ernest Holmes one more time, and I have an ending on this. Can you forward it, please? Humanity's self-knowing mind is the instrument which perceive reality and realize truth. We are not powerless participants in consciousness. We are co-creators. So we're creating all of this together. So perhaps the goal is not to eliminate doubt, because it's there. Maybe the invitation is to walk through doubt together. I'm sure you've all got somebody in your life that you get to do that with. Help each other. That's what we're here for. So let me pray this into the week, and we'll have Cahill and Delene back, okay? So I invite you to close your eyes one more time and know that there's a presence greater than fear. There's wisdom deeper than confusion. There's love larger than division. And even in our moments of doubt, Spirit is right there with us. And so I know as we do our work, there's a part of us inside of us that remembers this. Remembers the truth of who we are, and that we are more than capable of being in the mystery and knowing that the divine is moving through our lives exactly at the right time. And so I bless each of you that have heard all of these words, probably more than once this month, knowing that it is a deep subject and requires deepness within us to realize that we're all really great people and we're all trying our best and we're all here for each other. And for that, I am grateful. Releasing these words, knowing it is done, and so it is.
So it is.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Reverend Suzette. We sure did learn a lot, didn't we? Whew. That was a good one. Well, so now that we can have all that knowledge, we can see clearly now. Well, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Sing along. Well, I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it, honey. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here's that rainbow. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. Ooh, well, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Sing it loud and clear. Gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Woo-hoo, yeah. Indeed, indeed.
Great. All right. Oh, well, this is the time of giving and receiving. Sound like a Baptist minister, don't it? Anyway, this is our time of giving and receiving. You should have an envelope, not quite this large, but in that envelope is a card. I really ask you to fill that out with a prayer request, so I can pray over it now, and then also we'll pray over it during the week. So, do you need a pen? So we'll play a little background music while you're doing that. And then I'm going to do some announcements, because I have some really important announcements this time. But I'll give you a chance first to write your prayers. Yeah. All right. Important. Can you turn my volume up, please? First thing, I'm going to start the next Prosperity Book Club. It'll be on Thursday, starting the last Thursday of this month. If you are interested in it, come see me and I will put you on the list. I do this for free because I love it when you are prosperous and you are free to know that truth. This is a really, really old book with lots of wisdom in it. So if you want to be a part of it, it'll be on Zoom. It's for an hour and a half once a week. We'll read it together and then we'll talk about it. Yeah, it will be at 6 to 7:30. Is that too early?
On what day?
Thursdays. Oh, you have a class too, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but I'll be in class.
Okay, well, we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay? But if you want to do it, I'm signing people up. I actually have somebody from back east that wants to be in it. So I'm like, yay. That's kind of cool. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, how many people read the newsletter? How many people got a special email from me? What did it say about the party? Today and this week you get how much off? $5. Why am I saying $5? Because they're expensive this year. No, they're not. They're adults are 25, seniors are 20, and children under 10 are 10. So you get $5 off. I think that's a big deal. OM will be paying your $5 because this is a fundraiser. So if you want to get tickets today, I have tickets today. All right, and yep. So it may get a little crowded in here because I have to get some detailed information about you. I may change that only because it might get busy in here. So anyway, but those are today. If you want them, if you don't have your funds today, next week you can get it. After that, there's no more discounts, and but you can also go to Eventbrite, but that's more money because they charge a fee. Okay, so and if you're Venmoing it to me, FYI, let me. I'll know, but put ticket on there just so I know what that is. Okay. I'm sorry.
How about Zelle?
You can Zelle that to me, yeah. But put ticket on there so I know what it's for, because then I need to get your information. Because there's several ways, like let's say you lose this, I have a list now of who is, and then we can look you up. So we're just trying to cover all the bases. This is not for another month, so there's a lot of time for us to sell more tickets too. Also, I want to just say, if you know of somebody who needs to be, I don't want to say needs to be, you would like to have them inspired, buy an extra ticket, because we have Daniel Nemad, Marcy Baroche. How many people remember Marcy? She's awesome. She's amazing, and Daniel's amazing. And then Jody Bagley is the Unity, incredible guy. I mean, he does all kinds of cool stuff. He did a whole concert of John Lennon. That's how good he is. So we're mixing a lot of different cultures and stuff in here. And anyway, I'm really excited about this. We've been working at this for several months, so time to buy your tickets. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else. I really wanted to emphasize those two things. Everything else is, we have another class starting in May 30th, which is Jody's class. She's up there. You guys can open your picture so I can see ya. Oh, they're online. Jody's class, and then we've got Monday night. You're doing 4 o'clock, is that correct?
Starting in June.
In June.
A 4-step program for people that want to let go of anger, anxiety, and depression.
Oh, I love it.
And then after that is the play group.
Yeah.
You wanna play?
So 4 till about 7:30, right? Yeah, okay.
6 to 7.
6 to 7. Okay, 6 to 7. Gio is only going to be doing the sound bowls on Tuesday evenings now. He's traveling a lot and doing some different jobs, so we're going to let that settle first. And then, of course, Thursday night we have the Angel Group, and Spencer on Sunday evenings. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, that's going well. And I think that's about it. So, yes, please.
Leanne does the art.
Yes.
I'll stand up.
Okay.
You know, we have like a little art group after service on second Tuesdays.
Why don't you use the mic? Right here. Come here, hon.
That way people online can hear you.
Can you, it's red. Can you hear it? There you go. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so on second Sunday, Leanne's been leading a little art group after service, and she and I kind of talked, and we're going to do as part of the same exact thing, part of the art, we're going to do like a vision journaling group, and we're going to use the words up there, abundance, balance, beauty, all of those as inspiration. Say each month we'll go with one of those, and I want to show you what a visioning journal, my visioning
me
journals
to
look
show 'em?
like. Yeah, you can show them.
Sure.
Anyway, so you start out with a composition book, and it turns into something like this. Whoops, I think it's upside down.
Oh, is it? Well, let me,
I know it's hard to tell,
let me
but
fix that. Here we go.
anyway, it turns into something like this. And
That's
so,
pretty cool.
so what we need is, well, participants, but
Magazines.
magazines, exactly. So yeah, if anybody's got magazines with images in them, or old books you don't want that are like, you know, artsy books or image books, bring them. And
Paintings too. Oh, look
yeah,
at
actually,
that.
this one's kind of weird. I've done all kinds of stuff in this one.
Wow.
I've done about maybe 13 or 14 of these books.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So anyway, she and I got together and we thought, oh, that would be fun. So anybody who's interested, please come and join us. No pressure. It'll be really cool. We're going to use, like I said, that we're going to use the words from Om as inspiration
Right.
and things to work with. So
And there's
please
lots
come.
of magazines over there too.
Oh, there are. Okay, I
so
didn't
you
know
can
that.
Yeah, you can take
Okay.
those.
Thank you.
Also, send me a write-up on it. Sure. That way I can get it in the newsletter. Okay. Now, are you going to do the same book every second, or are you going to?
No, it'd be the same book, just kind of a continuation.
Okay, so you're going to go to abundance first, then balance, then
Right,
beauty,
right.
and that'll be the second Tuesday, second Sunday of the month. I'm on Tuesdays now. Right after service. Okay, perfect. Well, that helps me a lot because you guys do something different every time, and I'm not quite sure what that would look like.
Right, and so the question
Yeah.
because there's about 13 or so.
Yeah.
It'll be going for a while.
I love it. That's perfect. There's 12 months in a year, you know.
Exactly, yeah, so we figured that would be an easy way to
Yeah.
come up with a theme.
Yeah, easy way to come up with it. I love that. Thank you very much for doing that. Okay. All right. You guys want to come forward here and I'll do this? So what I ask at this moment is that you kind of hold the high watch while I read these, and then we'll pray over them. I will pray over them in a moment. One more time. And let us know, right at this very moment, that the Infinite is moving through each of our prayer requests. There's no separation between love and the mind and the heart and what appears to be outside of us. That it's all connected, it's all one, it's all infinite. And it's all moving in the direction of good. The good is what is really being revealed. Because as we know, as we look for the good, we see more. And so, I know that Spirit is moving towards the good for each person that put in a prayer request. That whatever condition that may be ailing the body is gently moving through and bringing forward to each of us the cooperation of the doctors, the medication, the body, the love surrounds us, and we allow that to take place. We just receive everything that's possible for perfect healing. I know if anyone here is questioning their own mind, questioning their own ability, questioning the mystery, the Spirit is flooding the heart with the good of life, knowing that as we look for the good, it comes to us. As we allow the old thoughts to be released, what's left is that good that's sitting right in front of us. And so I trust and I know that each person here is listening for that still small voice, listening to their heart and looking for the possibilities. And so because of that, there's not just success. Their extremism of love and goodness is in front of us, in front of each of us. Because whatever one prayer is, the prayer is for everybody. It's the goodness that is here. I'm knowing for our country and for the world, absolute peace. I'm holding the light, knowing that there is brilliancy happening, even though we may not see it. That there are brilliant people moving around this world, bringing truth forward, and that truth is being revealed, and that we are all safe. We're all harbored in the love that we carry for each other. And so we do the work here, in our own home, in our own community, to bring that goodness, to lift people up. And each time we lift people up, we lift ourselves up, because we're lifting the world. We're lifting more than just a thought. We're lifting the goodness of God within us forward into being a better place. I'm claiming wholeness, abundance, financial abundance, love, freedom, understanding, and peace to each of us. Knowing that is what we're looking for, that's what we really want. And therefore, as we want and we look for it, it is in front of us. And it is inside of us and is moving around us. And so for that, I am grateful. And I'm grateful for the offering today, because I know that just doesn't sustain us. We are a growing community, financially abundant, and that everything that comes through our organization is then put back into the world to do good. So I give great thanks for that truth. I give great thanks for each person that's here today to make that possible, because I know it is possible. And I know we are living examples of that right now. There's no doubt in my mind. And so I release these prayers now into the infinite law of the divine, knowing that it has just said yes to everyone's request, and that it's done here and now, with no doubt in my mind or my heart. It's all powerful, it is all done, it is all healing. And join me now in saying, and so it is. Wow, you guys are powerful here. Whew. And these go to Sylvia. Okay. All right. So, he's ahead of me. So let's stand up, grab a hand. Everybody come online so we can see you. I got to walk with Dee Dee this week, and she's going to do something really, really cool. She is going to, there she is. She's going to start doing some videos of people with their animals. Isn't that cool? And then when she gets really good at it, look at she's smiling. When she gets really good at it, she's going to come in here and do some videoing of us with what we're doing. I think it's very cool. Yay!
Nice.
Yay. So we got them online. So everybody turn around and just give a big wave and say, "We love you.
We
Glad
love
you're
you.
here. We're a busy group here. Yay, they're waving back. Yay, there's Judy. Hey, Jody. Jody's there too. All right, so let's do our affirmation. You ready? 1, 2, 3. I am an expression of God, born into the richness and abundance of the indwelling presence. Today I walk upon my world, consciously creating oneness within and around me. And so it is. Yeah, hit it.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, loved ones all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now, right now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyful vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Right. All right, so I'll be up here if you guys want to buy tickets. I'll take this out of the way.